So another weekend and more violence out of Chicago. Gotta love Illinois. So over the weekend, this couple, Ashley and DJ, were attacked by the unruly mob and rioters, or the teen rioters, over the weekend. And of course, as always, we have to have a state senator who defends the mob, saying that they were just protesting poverty and segregation. The last, I'd say, 3-4 years, it seems like every weekend we have shootings, deaths, whatever, coming out of Chicago. In fact, the local news here, usually on Monday, will have the stats of what happened in the city over the weekend. So Robert Peters took to Twitter and supported the mob. I would look at the behavior of young people as political act and statement. It's a mass protest against poverty and segregation, he said in the post, which sparked widespread outrage. The shocking scenes come after an uncontrolled mob of teenagers torched downtown Chicago, leading to at least 2 shootings and over a dozen arrests. Speaking out after they found themselves in the midst of the terrifying mob, Ashley and DJ told Fox News their attackers warned them they were going to delete us. The couple said they were crowded by the rioters after an evening out shopping before everything went crazy and Ashley was pushed to the ground. After DJ confronted her attackers, the two were quickly overrun as the team agitators beat the pair and stole their shoes, phones, a pair of sunglasses, an Apple Watch, and a hat. Gosh. The terrifying attack came as droves of young rioters descended on the Windy City, causing widespread mayhem and looting. And this is precisely why I don't go to Chicago much anymore. I mean, we went last summer to a Cub game. Of course, that's up in Wrigleyville. It's a little bit different than downtown. Footage from the evening of chaos saw teenagers jumping on and smashing a bus, while others erupted into a mass brawl as Millennium Park became the epicenter of the frenzy. Gunshots rang out through the city, and 2 teens aged 16 and 17 were shot in the carnage. In total, 15 people were arrested following the weekend of mayhem, while the riots also saw numerous vehicles seized and torched on the streets. Let's get down to the fun part, shall we? Where we have State Senator Robert Peters defending what was going on in the Windy City over the weekend. He said, since I'm a glutton for punishment, and I'm sure I'm going to get the most unhinged crime weirdo replies, but I would look at the behavior of young people as a political act and statement. It's a mass protest against poverty and segregation. Well, anybody with half a brain, and anybody that's logical and sensical, would call out his post defending the mob action as bullshit. This guy, and I don't know his background. I don't know him personally. I could really care less. His post is nothing more than more SJWBS, in my opinion. We need to be focusing on more cops in the city, more patrols, more things to make people feel safe when they're in the city. If teens are going to go out and riot, they need to be punished. The cops need to come in. And I'm not saying old school Chicago rough them up with a telephone book type of situation. But what I'm saying is the cops need to come in, make arrests, and charge the teens. His defense of the protesters flew in the face of comments made by the young couple as they recalled their ordeal, with DJ describing the rioters as young and dumb. He added the violent attackers were trying to prove a point for nothing. Peters also faced severe backlash to his outlandish tweet online, with some even calling for him to leave office over the stance. Well, that's not going to happen. He's not going to leave office. You can call for it all you want. It's not going to happen. Your attempt at gaslighting citizens is beyond insulting, said former congressional candidate Jack Lombardi II. The way I see it, you are A-okay with what happened to this woman on Friday. And for that, you must resign. Well, he's not going to resign. We know that. Not everyone disagreed with Peters' stance. However, as outgoing Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, who was recently voted out of office, hallelujah, told a local reporter that she believed calling the ugly scene mayhem was incorrect. Incorrect. This lady's delusional. In City of Chicago, you voted her in as mayor. Now your city's worse off than what it was when she took office. And now you have elected a community organizer as mayor who hasn't taken office yet, and he's already talking about more SJW stuff. The vast majority of young people who came downtown because there was great weather and it was an opportunity to enjoy the city, she added. No, that's not why they came downtown. That's absolutely entirely appropriate. There are a few that came with different intentions. No, there was a lot of them that came with different intentions, and a lot of them came because they know there would be no repercussions for what they were doing. They have, and they will be dealt with. But I'm not going to use your language, which I think is wrong, to say there's mayhem. There's been mayhem in that city every weekend for the past 3 to 4 years. Chicago's new mayor-elect, Brandon Johnson, also weighed in. He said Sunday that he does not condone the destructive activity and that it is unacceptable and has no place in the Windy City. That I will agree with him on. Johnson continued by insisting that the destruction should not be used to vilify the group, adding, "It is not constructive to demonize youth who have otherwise been starved of opportunities in their own communities." And here we have the social justice component. Despite mass outrage over the out-of-control rioters, Johnson said he thinks the only path forward is to work together and offer the kids safer spaces. Safe spaces aren't the answer. My opinion. You want to riot? You want to attack people? Then you should be arrested for breaking the law and deal with the repercussions. There needs to be more cops on the street to make the streets safer. Period. I mean, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. So, comment down below. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your opinion on what's going on in Chicago. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Doesn't matter. We need to have the discussion. So comment down below. Please like this video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload content on a daily basis. And I thank you for watching. I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you that takes the time out of your day to watch my videos. And we will see you guys in the next one.